They're going to call that as a completed pass for a loss of 2 yards. So they're going to bring up 2nd and 12. Hahn in the backfield again. 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers on the top, 1 on the bottom. Hahn receives a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Simpson on the top side, and he's going to get hammered behind the line, for a 1-yard gain. So again, 3rd long, 3rd and 11. You're going to have to go back to the passing game to try to get something going here.
I don't know. Coach Young's just going to want to keep running, keep that clock running as much as possible, I think. Brandon Simpson coming out, number 80, Ben Williamson in. At 33, Aaron Berry in the backfield. Let's see what we dial up here. Brett Sasser out right to the white.
Let's see. Empty formation, 4 wide receivers on the bottom, 1 on the top, Hahn in the backfield. And take the snap, looking right, looking left. Had to see what the middle is going to go deep. And intercepted by Geyer right over the middle at the 50-yard line. Trying to be tackled by number 1, Brett Sasser, and is at the Lake Dallas 45. So interception brings it back to Lake Dallas 45. Geyer ball, 56-3. A minute 59 left in the 3rd quarter.
I mean, just speechless a little bit right here. I mean, just anything we do is just going wrong right now, and that's just not what you want to see.
Yeah, I mean, coming in this game, you just kind of want to keep it close, and get in the 4th quarter. But here we are with 2 minutes left of the 4th quarter, down by 53 points. And Geyer, bless their hearts, they're not stopping for anybody. They're passing, they're spreading around. They're getting their second team some quality reps here. And Haynes in the pistol formation, going to give it right up the middle. He's going to take it around the right-hand side for a gain of 8 yards. Kind of tricked the broadcasters out and also tricked the Lake Dallas defense. Yeah. So get a little read option to the reverse side for about a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, finally stopped by, I think, 36 on the play, which is Kane Cox. If I'm not, actually 25 is he made that stop out there, which is Thomas Parsons got that stop.
You know what's weird, Nick, is coming back and seeing these familiar numbers that you associate, like 84 to Colton Lively, like a 35 to Shantz type of thing, and seeing a different uniforms is kind of a weird, weird feeling.
Yeah, I bet it would be.
Haynes going to take the snap, rolling to his left, looking for an open receiver, finds one at the 25 to the 20. Stiff arm is tackled at the 20. That's number
27.
James Dunn.
Yeah,
and also a flag on the play.
The senior Jimmy Dunn getting a little playing time in there. Jimmy Dunn's the one that had heart surgery.
Oh, yeah, I remember that last year, yeah.
In that spring game.
He had a hole in his heart.
Yeah, we kept talking about he kept running the ball that first season back. So.
Let's see, and again, we said a flag on the play. It's going to be after the personal foul on the Falcons.
Yeah, you guys were frustrated. I mean, that's coming out in this, obviously. You don't want that. Coach isn't coaching that. But these kids are just frustrated right now, and that's coming out. You're down 56-3, nothing doing, and every time you turn around, something else is going wrong. They're just frustrated.
Hey guys, we've got an update on Josh Jackson. He definitely does have a sprain. They're going to be doing X-rays later on, and hopefully we'll get a good report on that. Also, one other thing after this play.
Haynes going to take it up the right-hand side down to the 5-yard line, and is tackled. Very nice tackle, much like Andrew Craig, in a foul in the play. It's going to be holding on Geyer. Look at that. Geyer gets penalties too.
Another thing is Brandon Simpson has got his pads off, and the trainers are checking him out. It seems to be okay, but it looks like he may have some kind of like a pinched nerve or something in his left shoulder or left neck. And they're kind of just checking him out, doing some, those strength exercises and stuff. It almost looks like they may keep him out the rest of the game just to save him, so he didn't get hurt further for the rest of the season.
Yeah, we don't really need anybody else injured at this point in the season, and so just getting it out of this game injury-free would be really good for us. Doesn't look like we're going to do that.
Geyer in shotgun formation, our third-string quarterback, going to be a pass to the near side, a little wide receiver screen. Going to be good for about 4 yards. And again, it's 1st and goal from the 20. Now it brings up 2nd and goal from the 16.
Tackled right there by Mason Height and Josiah Tauefa, and had a good readout on that. I don't know. I almost take a lot of my starters out at this point.
I did too. I did too.
Get them the playing time and save your starters and keep those injuries from getting worse.
Yeah.
Well, we are winding down the 3rd quarter. When we get back, it'll be 4th quarter. Geyer 56, Lake Dallas 3. We'll be right back on the Lake Dallas Radio Network.
Catalyst Youth Ministries is a dynamic event that takes place every Wednesday night at the Church of Corinth. Our environment is designed for students between 6th and 12th grade. We offer an amazing band led by our students and a fine arts program that enhances every area of life. Come join us and the 150 students that meet every single week, Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. to help support this football program and every facet of Falcon student life. Go Falcons!
Dr. V at Corinth Orthodontics, a longtime fan and proud sponsor of Falcon football. He wishes them the best of luck in the 2013 season and go Falcons.
Thanks to Mark Tucker Allstate for sponsoring the halftime field goal kicking contest again this year. If there's one thing I know since my 17-year-old son started driving is insurance. Mark Tucker, your local Allstate agent.
Guy with the ball, 2nd and 16. It's going to be a quarterback sneak on the right-hand side. Bring it to the 14-yard line for a 2-yard gain. Going to bring up 3rd and 14 from the 14-yard line.
You know, I think the only one that hasn't tried punting today is Dalton Montgomery. Hey, Monty, you want to go down there, Brother Van? You want to see if you can get Dalton a little chance at punting today?
Well, he's mad enough down here. I can tell you one thing: he's ready to kick some behind. I've never seen him get so angry on the football field. I'm trying to put it nicely.
Now, Brother Van, is it raining out there?
It is definitely football weather right now. The temperature's
weather.
dropped. It's about 60 degrees. I wouldn't call it rain, but it's a heavy, like, mist blowing literally.
Guy running at the left-hand side, going to bring it down to the 3-yard line.
It's literally just blowing sideways.
Yeah, I can see it in the lights. There's just rain moving horizontally.
Jimmy Dunn tackled that guy with a shoulder pad running behind him and just plowed him towards the end of the end zone, and it worked. It was not the best tackle I've ever seen, but it worked. It was effective.
So 4th and 3, is Geyer going to kick a field goal, or are they going to go for the touchdown?
It looks like a field goal they're setting up for you for, but, you know, be aware of the fake. They've been known to do that, but 56-3, I don't think you'd want to do that.
They did do an onside kick up by like 35 points earlier in the game.
Yeah, they did.
So a field goal attempt is up, and it is good. Going to bring the score to Geyer 59, Lake Dallas 3, with still 10 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. You're listening to Lake Dallas Radio Network. We'll be right back.
Do you have a sweet tooth, Falcon fans? Well, Sugar Queen Cupcakes is the place for you. A shop on Main Street in Lake Dallas, their delicious cupcakes are a great treat for birthday parties, corporate events, PTA meetings, school functions, and more. With anything from a red velvet cupcake with cream cheese frosting to a classic chocolate cupcake, the choice is yours. They can even create a unique display just for you. What are you waiting for? Stop by Sugar Queen Cupcakes, the official cupcake of Texas, today.
Looking for a great company for home theater installation serving the Lake Cities area? Talk to the friendly, experienced team at A&V Media. They can also enhance your home automation from shades, drapery, and lighting control to heating and air control. For your free estimate, contact them at avmediatx.com.
You know, Zach, coming from Kansas like I do, and being a Jayhawk fan,
Yeah.
I do not like Wildcats very much because K-State is Wildcats.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just naturally in me to not like guys.
But you know what? Every man a Wildcat. Ema. Now, Nick, I'm going to put you in the shoes of Coach Young right now.
I thought Nick liked the Horned Frogs.
Oh, Nick.
Well, during football season, yes, I do.
Oh, no, you can't change on us.
Hey, I can do whatever I want to do. I graduated high school a long time ago, Zach.
I've graduated high school, too. Ray's come down a lot harder now. Nick, I'll put you in the shoes of Coach Young right now. What are you telling these Falcons?
Just play for pride and go out there and execute the best you can the rest of the game. It doesn't matter what's happened to this point. Go out there and start the next series fresh and just play football like you know.
Right.
Good, clean, hard-nosed football and get something going.
You know, I don't know if you guys saw it. It was on like the Fox pregame show. It was Jimmy Johnson giving his mock speech to the Jacksonville Jaguars before they faced the Colts, and it was something like along the lines of, it's one-on-one battle. You win your battle, and the next guy wins his battle, and eventually it results in a team effort and a team win.
Oh man, guys!
Is it coming down again?
No, there's a skunk. Oh my gosh!
Dan, did he get down on the field?
Oh.
The Falcons going to run up the middle to the right-hand side for a nice gain. Going to be a gain of 9. Going to bring up 2nd and 1 And Brother Van, it looks like it's raining now. People are leaving the stands, windy.
It's nasty. The temperature's dropped about another 5 degrees just since we last talked. It's in the mid 50s. It's about 56 right now, and the wind is heavy.
It shows that there's coming here, and there's more of it.
And somebody skunked us.
Somebody brought a skunk.
We're getting skunked in more ways than one tonight.
See, Brett Sasser running around the right-hand side for a Falcon first down. It's been a while since we've been able to say that.
Yeah. It's getting chippy out there. Travis is pulling Brett back and telling him, hey, keep your head about you.
And another flag on the play.
Yeah. It's that extracurricular chin wagging, trash talking.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Falcons.
Yeah,
That's
totally on Brett.
Wow. I mean, after the third unsportsmanlike penalty, you think you'd want to stop doing that.
Yeah.
And interesting.
Hey, also, number 55 in the game, Trey Lusk, hadn't got a lot of playing time this year, but he's out there, gutting it out in this hard, cold rain and playing, looks like left tackle out there is what he's doing. So.
And there goes Geyer's baby powder celebration. And that is going away in the wind very quickly.
That seems like a real bad idea right now.
Nice 30-mile-an-hour gust. Falcons going to run at the middle, read option. The quarterback going to keep it, hit it at the line of scrimmage, and push forward for 3 yards. Interesting. Geyer, I'm sure people have seen it on TV. They did it at Cowboy Stadium. They've got the baby powder, and they throw it up in the air all at the same time, and it looks cool and everything. But they're throwing it up, and it's just being swept across the field. And it's got to be gusts of 30, 40 miles an hour.
And with the rain, doesn't that kind of become pasty? Bunch of pasty white people walking out of the stadium this afternoon.
Falcons in the shotgun formation. It is 3rd and about 20. It's going to be a run right up the middle. Looks like Mark Contreras is going to get 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah. Okay, this is where Dalton kicks the punt.
It says the wind's coming out of the northwest 14 miles per hour, but man.
Jeez, do you even try to kick in that? I mean, I think you just run another play.
Yeah, the Falcons going to punt directly into this wind. It's like a monsoon out there.
Ben Williams back to kick this ball again. See how he does this.
The guy at punt returner is about 20 yards off the line of scrimmage.
I don't think he needs to be that far.
Coach Young going to call a timeout here.
Yeah, I agree. I think you just run another play. I don't think you're going to get any yardage out of a punt here, in my opinion. Unless he muffs it and you go down and collect it, that's the only angle I can think.
It looks pretty crazy out here, doesn't it? The field goal posts are moving. The flags are stiff. Everyone's kind of evacuating the stands.
You know what? Who isn't evacuating?
No,
Die-hard local fans. No. The student sections for both teams are still here. They're gutting it out. These kids, those are football fans, folks.
I agree.
I don't know who the 2 students are, the ones that just wear gym shorts and sparkle up.
Yeah.
Those crazy nuts are down here still.
Crazy.
Now, are we still interviewing fans?
We do.
Is that still a thing?
Brother Van gets a little bit of leeway sometimes with that.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of hard to do when I'm on the elevator coming up.
Oh,
It's
I see.
It's cold.
Brett Sasser now at quarterback, stepping back in a quarterback draw right up the middle. Going to gain about 6 yards on the play, but again, with it being 3rd and 20, somehow we got another down out of that.
Yeah, that was.
I'm not sure how that happened, but now it is 4th down and about 16.
And now the punt team comes back out.
Yep, and now here comes Ben Williamson.
And the wind looks like it's not blowing as hard, about 2 knots less than it was 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, those flags are still stiff.
I can tell. I just look at the flags and I can tell the knots.
You put your finger up here and
I did.
Doesn't feel very windy, does it?
It's blowing that way.
Let's see. It's
wow.
Pretty decent line drive. Hopefully it hit the Geyer player and it rolled forward.
Yeah,
the guy took a Falcon bounce and it's going to start
further than I thought it was going to go, Zach.
On the Geyer 43.
Yeah. Nice job being in the cold wind blowing at your face. I'd like to give a shout out to, hopefully they're still listening. I think they are. My parents in Kansas.
Oh, cool.
Dennis and Kathy Frederickson in Lawrence, Kansas, tuning in and watching Falcon football faithfully every Friday night. That's a mouthful. Say that 5 times really fast.
Well, that's very cool. They can listen in. It's cool that the Quarterback Club offers this service for people who are out of town, for parents who are out of town, for former Falcons. I enjoy listening to this every Friday night.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun for everybody involved, I think.
Wildcats in the shotgun formation going to be running right up the middle, the right-hand side. Going to take about 3 Falcons to get the running back down after a gain of 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
Cooper Davenport and Micah Fitzgerald hit on that, and a bit of hard-nosed running right there.
Yeah, again, Geyer, it's their second string, third string players in, and of course they're not seeing the field much, so they're just their time to shine. So they're not letting up any.
No.
They're going 100% trying to prove themselves.
Yeah, to them, they got no points on the board because it's fresh.
Exactly. They want touchdowns. They want pancake blocks too.
Yeah.
So again, David Haynes going to take the snap. It's going to be a run right up the middle, left-hand side. Another solid 6-yard gain for a Wildcat first down.
Tough game. I mean, at the end of a game like this, 7 minutes left, 59-3. Zach, put yourself in Coach Young's shoes. What do you tell everybody?
Well, that's a good question. That's why I asked you. But if I was Coach Young right now, with 7 minutes left, down by 56 points, you're just kind of, I'd put second string in, which looks like it already is, and say, guys, go prove yourselves. If you play well right now, you get a shot in practice this week to play, first string varsity. Because obviously our first string didn't perform well this week. So here's your chance to prove what you can do. We're going to flag in the play before the snap. Going to be false start and Geyer. Yep. Maybe that gives the team some motivation. Because what you don't want to see is people giving up. You want to see people trying hard. And that's, of course, as we all know, that's hard to do. Down by 56 points, 6 minutes to go in the game. There's really, there's no light at the end of the tunnel for these Falcons right now. There's no way to win this game. So what's the motivation of playing? Is it pride? Is it, if I play good now, I can, contend for a starting spot next week? Yeah. What kind of motivation do you give? And, for everyone, it's different. So it's going to be 1st and 15. It's going to be a guy run around the right-hand side. Going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, about a 4-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Cooper Davenport got some good penetration there. Came around from the right side, spun around, and grabbed the ankles and tied him up pretty quickly for no gain.
Yeah, seeing like 84 and 56, back to that conversation about seeing numbers you're familiar with and associate to specific people, seeing them on different bodies. 56, I think Joe Williams, 84 Colton Lively, and seeing these new bodies with the numbers, it's kind of a weird feeling.
Just feels natural for us because we've been calling it all year long, but I can understand your point.
6 Rowan Mitchell right here. That's just what you associate it with, and it being different is kind of weird. So Geyer, 2nd and 11. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle. The Geyer offensive line getting a great push. Going to be about a 7-yard gain to Lake Dallas' 41-yard line.
Mm-hmm. And these second teamers, they're going hard. You got that's not what you want to see. Get up. That's Micah Fitzgerald. And that shows some of the lack of depth we've got a little bit in some of the positions because we do have some A-teamers still out there. But he went down, and Coach Young pulls him out and puts another starter, Jake Papard, in there. So we just don't have a lot of depth in some of these key positions, and so we have to continue to leave our starters out there when we should pull them off the field.
And that goes back to the point with Geyer being like the 4th largest team in 4A and Lake Dallas being one of the smallest. Again, another run up the middle. This is going to be for first down yardage to the Lake Dallas 35-yard line. And, with Geyer almost doubling the enrollment of Lake Dallas, that's natural for Geyer to have the depth and Lake Dallas to not have that depth. And really, you hope it doesn't show. You hope you never have to put your third stringers in the game. And it's...
Wait, you hope you get to in a game where you're blowing somebody out. When you're up 59-3, you don't mind that at all. I'm all for that.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Lake Dallas is not in that position. 1st and 10 for Geyer at the Lake Dallas 35. David Haynes in the pistol formation. Going to be a handoff up the middle again on the left-hand side. Number 20 for Geyer breaks 3 tackles on the way for a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, finally brought down by number 28, Colton Henry, the junior, playing. That kid plays hard. He plays twice as big as his size is, and he's fearless on that field, and he's not afraid to run up and tackle someone twice his size.
And number 20 for Denton Geyer, Dale Hodge, 2015 running back, so that makes him a junior, getting some playing time tonight. Geyer in the power formation, 2 running backs in the backfield and up back on the right-hand side. Haynes going to take the snap. It's going to be a halfback sweep to the near side. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles. To be brought down at the Lake Dallas 23, again for first down yardage.
And Hunter Blanton had him in the backfield, and it just slipped through his fingers. He had him for a loss of about 4 and just couldn't hold on tight enough.
So, again, Geyer moving the ball at will via the ground. 1st and 10 on the Lake Dallas 23-yard line. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the game. Geyer 59, Lake Dallas 3, fourth quarter. Geyer in the same formation, 2 running backs, and up back in the backfield, 1 wide receiver out wide. David Haynes is going to take the snap. Hand off to number 20, Dale Hodge again, but this time stopped in the backfield by number 84 for the Falcons, Hunter Blanton. Beautiful play for a loss of 2 on the gain.
Yeah, Colton Henry in on that, as well as Jeremy Beeson, number 35. So a good set there.
That's what you like to see. You know, Hunter Blanton there still fighting.
Yeah.
You know, because you can easily give up, just kind of stand up there, let the offensive lineman push you around. But he took the initiative to get the tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, just like you said, their third stringers, they're trying to prove a point.
Exactly.
You know, our second stringers say we can play too.
Right. And Geyer, 2 running backs in the backfield, wide receiver out wide, the tight end set. Going to be a run right at the middle again, and another tackle for a loss, Hunter Blanton. Second tackle for the loss in a row, going to back him up to 3rd and 13, and Geyer going to have to kick a field goal.
Yep, I mean,
or 3rd and 13 now. Sorry.
I get one more try at this before they get a kick a field goal.
I'm thinking positively.
Yeah, I like it. A little forward thinking by Zach.
There you go. I'm seeing into the future.
College is teaching you there. So let's go back to a discussion you and I had in a van ride, I think down to Red Oak one year, about once you graduate and you're this super smart kid, he got his engineering degree, get a couple years in the field, you got to come back and we're going to start a little company. I don't know what we're going to do, but you're going to you're my retirement plan, Zach.
There you go.
I like it.
Running Dale for Geyer going right at the middle again, breaks about 4 tackles for a 10-yard gain for a first down.
So let's not forget our agreement.
I remember.
I'm pretty sure we shook on it.
Maybe.
So
we need signing contracts, this kind of stuff.
I'm counting on you. Less beer pong, more studying. That's what I'm looking for out of you. That's what I've heard you've been doing. So,
what's up, Brother Van?
Guys, it is so cold out here.
I don't hear any wind.
It's cold out here.
The booth inside.
Geyer, 1st and 10 shotgun formation. They're in the Wildcat. Going to be a direct snap run right at the middle. Breaks a couple tackles for a 9-yard gain down to the Falcon 4-yard line. I feel like I just say that on a repeat. Geyer run up the middle, breaks 3 tackles, 9-yard gain. If I just play that in a loop, I think that'd be pretty accurate to what's going on here.
You know, we got 1 minute and 26 seconds, and the clock is ticking away. Just can't go down fast enough for these Falcon players to get out of this. But take their hats off to them. They've stuck in here. They're still hitting. They're still trying to talk to each other and say, hey, we're on the goal line. Our back's up against it. Let's not just give them in. Let's keep battling here. Let's see if we can't keep them out of this end zone.
Got in a shotgun formation, 2 tight end, 2 running back set. It's going to be a read option. Quarterback going to keep it to the reverse side for a touchdown. Woo! Geyer still adding on the points. Going to bring 65-3 pending the field goal.
Yeah, and Jamal frustrated there, tackling him after he's into the end zone and just beside himself.
You know, when you're defending the read option play, it's one of those plays where that backside defensive end has to be really patient. And you tell the Falcons aren't really playing disciplined right now. So he bit on the fake, and the quarterback took it and just walked in for the touchdown.
Yeah.
And that's kind of expected down, 62 points. But something you never want to see.
No.
So again, Geyer to kick the extra point to make this game 66-3. It is up, and it is good. With 57 seconds left, it is Geyer 66, Lake Dallas 3. And we'll keep it right here.
So what do you think? We keep running plays, or you think we just take a knee?
That's an interesting call. Because do you give up and show everyone you're giving up, or do you try to get some more plays in? I see both ways.
I think you run up the middle. I think you run up the middle.
Run up the middle.
Run the clock out, and maybe get lucky and break something open.
Yeah, because you don't want to show Geyer, your rival, you're just giving up to him.
No.
I think you just run some plays up the middle and hope the wind dies down by the time you get out of the locker room. For the bus ride home. So again, Geyer 66, Lake Dallas 3, 57 seconds to go in the game.
Zach, let's talk about something. So we've got our hardest 3 games out of the way. You mentioned earlier when you came in about we'd have to win out like we did in the previous year and years past. And that's absolutely what we've got faced in front of us. And the games we have available, we should be in a great position to win out. We get some guys back next week that have been out. we have a couple more weeks, get a couple more wins underneath us. Maybe by the end of the season, we get back a couple more players. And
Right.
if we can win out and get that momentum going into the playoffs, how important is that for our future and for our playoff?
Man, that's all that counts. Momentum at the end of the season. Because as you can see, you can have all the momentum you want in those first 3 games, and we went 3-0. But that's not really helping us any now.
Yeah.
I think the schedule favors us going, later in the season where you can get those 3 wins, and if once you get them, go in the playoffs with confidence. Because you'd much rather win 3 to get in than lose 3 and get in, and kind of doubting yourself.
Oh, you'd hate to play this game right before
Exactly.
you went to a playoff game somewhere. I mean, that would
Exactly.
just not be mentally good in any way, shape, or form.
The schedule sets up nicely for the Falcons. This year's team can say, okay, we saw last year's team do the exact same thing. Last year's team got beat 63-13 to the Geyer team. Again, similar 66-6 or 66-3 tonight. Lake Dallas going to need to end the game here.
Yeah.
So they've seen before it's possible. You play Wichita Falls, Old High, you play Brewer, and you play Azle. All 3 very winnable games. Again, that's just getting your players back and healthy, making sure everyone's on the same page, has confidence, has some mojo, and really that they believe that they can do it. That's what counts in the end.
Yeah. This is just a tough game. Erase it out of your minds. Go home, get the weekend off, and come back to the drawing board ready next Monday to get ready for our final 3 games.
So if I'm Coach Young, again, another knee with 20 seconds left in the game, I go on Monday and write up all the scores of last year's games and say, guys, we're in the same exact position last year. We got killed by Geyer. But you know what? The team stuck through, they preserved, and they won the rest of the 3 games. They made the playoffs. They went 2-3 rounds deep, and it was a successful season. We can do the exact same thing.
And that's the clock's hit 0, and 66-3 is the final score. And just not a whole lot of anything to discuss Falcon-wise to be excited about. 121 yards of total offense versus 404 Geyer's total offense. And just not a good night for the Falcons.
Not at all.
But I think that's going to do it for us. For Zach, the Hammer Lind, for Dandy Dan Smith, and Nick St. Frederickson. I don't know. I messed that up.
St. Nick Frederickson.
Dan does it much better than I do. We appreciate you listening and signing off Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
Tonight's Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast was brought to you by Flooring America, The Church of Corinth, Dr. V at Corinth Orthodontics, T.W. Hicks Flooring, Salon Renee, North Star Bank, Chick-fil-A, Sugar Queen Cupcakes, James Wood Auto Parts, Geico of Corinth, Chase and Tail Barbecue, Loretto Family Dentistry, Nick Frederickson at T-Rock Construction, Laird Lind at Lake Cities Realty, Lake Dallas ISD, and Mark Tucker, your local Allstate agent. Thank you for listening to tonight's game.